Mula sa kabisera ng Inglaterra, sa puso ng Britanya, London, UK. London, UK. Ito ang Channel Philippines Network, Pinoy Radio, UK. Pinoy Radio, UK. Sumasayang papawid, 24 oras. 24 oras. Buong linggo. Sa www.pinoyradiouk.com. Ang mga pinakapaborito mga awitin, mga pinakaabangang programa, at mga sariwang balita at impormasyon mula at para sa mga kababayang Pilipino sa UK at sa buong mundo. Pinoy Radio UK. Pinoy Radio UK.
Okay, happy Thursday mga kaibigan. Welcome ho. Good evening. Magandang Huwebes ng gabi sa inyong lahat. Welcome mo sa ating palatuntunan. Ito po ang Immigration Corner. Palagay ko, the only immigration program dito po sa United Kingdom. So welcome ho. Ito po ay palagi ang programa natin every Thursday evening po sa Filipino TV Europe. At well, sana nasa mabuti ho kayong kalagayan. Good evening, good evening, good evening sa ating mga kababayan sa apat na sulok ho ng United Kingdom. Magandang gabi ho sa inyong lahat. At syempre, yung ating mga kababayan na nanonood ho sa atin sa iba't ibang bahagi ho ng mundo, sa Europa ho, good evening din. Saan mang bahagi ho kayo ng mundo, Mapa Amerika, magandang araw po sa inyong lahat. Welcome ho sa, sa ating programa. No? Ito po yung ating Happy Thursday program. Ako po si SONNY LARAGAN, pero hindi ho ako ang star ng program. No? Ang star po ng ating program ay ang ating Brains and Beauty ho. Nabubulol ho yan. Because yung aking boses ho, hindi ko kinakapa ko ho for tonight. But yeah, ito ho, ang ating, kumbaga, heart and soul ng ating programa. Siya ho ay kauna-unahang Pinoy na abogada ho, no? Solicitor dito po sa United Kingdom. Kasalukuyan, siya po ang managing partner ng Douglas Simon Solicitors. Mga kaibigan, excited do tayo pagka Thursday. Dahil ito, makakasama natin every week in and week out. We look forward to seeing her and having this chance of interacting with her. Mga kaibigan, ang managing partner po ng Douglas Simon Solicitors, ang ating immigration expert, walang iba kundi si Attorney LIRA Simon CABATBAT. Attorney, happy Thursday.
Sonny, happy Thursday. Sa inyo pong lahat, happy Thursday. It really is actually a happy Thursday, no? At saka belated Valentine's. Oh, did you do anything nice, Sonny? Lumabas kayo? Siguro naglakwatch.
No, we just
kayo, no?
what we did was what we did, si Snooki and I, we brought flowers and chocolates dun sa ating sweetheart, no? So yes, she's currently working kasi. Oo, medyo maganda ang kanyang work, and so we had to go there, Snooki and I. Yeah, okay naman. So belated happy Valentine's sa lahat ng mga viewers natin, no? At anyway, heart month pa naman eh. So happy Valentine's for the whole month. Ayan. Eko, Attorney, how is it? Last week you said the day started wrong in a way, parang a series of one one after the other. So how was your day today?
Actually, today, it was fine. No, it was quite a good day. And I tell you what, hopefully tomorrow is even a better day. Sonny, I was saying last week, no, di ba 30 years sabi ko, this week coming. I was wrong. Okay, I'm actually 31 years.
Tomorrow.
31 years. Bukas. Oo. So ito ako.
Wow. Ito yan.
Yeah,
31. Imagine mo yan, Attorney. Wow, congratulations, ha? I'm proud of you, being the first Pinay amongst Filipinos in the UK at that time to qualify as a solicitor. Tama ba yung word, qualify?
Yeah, yun na nga. So yeah, no.
Oh,
So
correct.
admitted on the
Ayan,
17th of
congratulations.
it's 1992.
Wow. Wow. 17th. Congratulations, attorney. I'm
Oo,
so proud of
yeah.
you. You've gone a long way at wow. 1992.
Yeah.
Birthday today naman din. Pareho
1992.
bukas pala. Pareho kayo ni Snooki. Si Snooki naman will celebrate her 5th month. Month's birthday
Oh,
niya. Oo.
he's so
Oo.
cute,
So,
Snoopy.
yeah. Kawawa naman,
That's
she's a very
double
frightened
celebration.
double celebration. Double celebration. Si Edgar Duay also was born on September 27 siya pinanganak, no? I'm sorry, 17. Pero yung 17th
Oh.
is kind of memorable. So, ka-birthday ni
Mm-mm.
Snooki si Edgar Duay. Sino pa ba, direct? Sino may isa pang ka-birthday na naalala ko na binabanggit
Wow.
Anyway, it's nice. Tonight pala, we're going to be talking about immigration tax and dishonesty nga pala. Because nakalimutan ko yung i-anunsyo sa aking opening spiel na immigration tax and dishonesty.
Yeah.
Kumusta, no? Because lately yata parang tumaas na yung temperature, no? Nasa 11, 14 na yata, no?
Yeah.
9.
Yeah. So,
Kumusta
hindi
naman?
na ganong malamig. Yeah, anyway, okay, at least not so foggy anymore, no? So if you're driving, hindi ganong delikado nga. But yeah, no, I think spring is finally coming. Finally.
Hopefully, no? Just around the corner.
Yeah.
No, hopefully.
Mm-hmm.
Oo.
Yeah.
Yung Christmas was just around the corner, tas natapos, no? Ngayon, spring na. Pagkatapos ng spring, summertime. Attorney, mamaya, winter time na naman. Ang bilis ng panahon.
Yun na nga.
No?
Tama
so,
ka.
yes.
Ang bilis-bilis.
Ayan. Okay, teka muna.
31
Pag-uusapan
years
natin immigration.
Yeah.
So quickly. Wow, 31. Imagine mo, 31 attorney.
31 years.
Imagine mo yan, no?
Nung nag-umpisa ako.
Ayan, no?
Yeah.
Tinitignan ko.
Astonishing. Yeah. Nung nag-umpisa ako,
Wow.
there were no real mobile phones, no? Ngayon, everyone has it, no? So, yeah. So, no
In
real mobile phones.
1992.
Nag-umpisa ako. 1992.
Okay, back in
Yeah.
1992. 1992. Okay. I remember in 1992, I was working at TV5, Channel 5. Kaya hindi ko makalimutan, it was a new network, Channel 5. We called it martial law was declared in 1972. Di ba? 1972. Okay. September din? Anyway, so 1972, dineclare ang martial law. Sinarado ang mga TV networks. Okay? Kasama doon sa mga channels noong araw, yung Channel 5, yung ABC 5. Owned by the Chronicle Group yata, sila Rosas yata. And in 20 years after, in 1992, 20 years after the declaration of martial law, nagbukas ang network, bagong station nung araw kasi may Channel 2, Channel 7, may Channel 5. And I was one of the first reporters of ABC 5. Ayun,
Wow.
Mga kasabay ko, sila Tony Velasquez na nasa ABS-CBN, sila pa mga kasabay ko, Arlene de la Cruz, namatay na. Sino pa ba? Marami, nakalimutan ko yung pangalan nila. But we were the very first staff. At the same time, I was teaching communication arts or mass comm sa University of the East and Dominican College. So I was, ang tawag sa akin ng Professor SONNY LARAGAN.
Yeah.
I was teaching communication arts subjects. Broadcast subjects sa UE at sa But that was 1972 when you qualified as a solicitor. Congratulations. Imagine 31 years. Wow.
Yeah. 31 years.
Year,
I've been actually we were discussing sa opisina kanina, no? I am qualified longer than anyone apart from one person that been qualified longer than they've been. How sad is that, Sonny? So
sa office mo may Sir, how's that again? Naputol.
Yeah. So apart from one person, no, I've been qualified longer than anyone has been alive. Dahil bata mga staff namin ngayon eh. So yeah, it's
Wow.
astonishing.
Wow.
Yeah, it's 31 years, huh?
Wow.
So
Oo,
yeah, so someone who
31.
qualified,
Imagine mo yan.
yeah, say 5 years ago, so already 5 years PQE na nga ngayon, no? And yung nga, nung nag-umpisa ko, no real mobile phones, you didn't really do research on the internet, di ba? Not really, no? Kailangan pumunta sa library. And you still had to buy books. Ngayon, hindi na. You don't now have really paper books, no? Everything's downloaded. So yeah, it was a
Downloaded,
very
tama yan.
different time. Yeah, a different time,
Oh,
no?
parang
Diba?
lang,
And
parang ng university, nag-pre-law ka ba? May bachelor's ka ba bago nag-diretso ka ng law, attorney? Kasi
direct
back
law.
home in the
I did
Philippines,
LLB.
okay, kasi sa Pilipinas kasi, I remember I finished my BSE sa UST, no? Pero back then, puro you will have to manually copy or make notes or research sa library, no? Hindi ka mukha ngayon, pwede mo i-download, i-google mo lang, okay na siguro, no? Unlike before, talagang pina-photocopy namin, ang lakas ng photocopying sa UST noon eh, di ba? Yung mga siyempre, hindi mo naman yung libro na yun, maraming gagamit eh. So the only way for you to be able to have something of it is to have it photocopied, no? So, yeah, oh,
Yeah,
well,
yeah, no, tama.
oh,
Dito nga,
enjoy
I
yun, ha?
remember having to pay, yeah, 10p per copy, no? So yeah, it's
Oh,
no, ibang-iba nga, no? It has moved on. I'm not sure whether it's for actually the always for the better, no? And of course, emails, ha, Sonny. Dati walang mga emails, no? You had to post things. You had to wait for documents to arrive by post, no? So kung
wow.
kung talagang nagmamadali ka by fax, no? Ngayon, well, no, it's just emailed. And lots of other things to go with that. So it's much faster pace in many ways nga law now, no? But yeah, it's actually let's ask, no, the viewers nga. So 31 years ago in 1992, what were you doing, no? So it's I'd be interested
I
to
was
know,
like,
yeah.
tama yan, tama, maganda yan. Kasi, tama ka, 1992, when you finished, you qualified as a lawyer, no? Qualified, when you say, included ka na doon sa SRA, sa role ba yan? How do you call that? Role of lawyer? So,
Yeah,
parang ganyan,
tama.
no?
Yeah.
Oh, so
So that's actually
1992.
when I in fact qualified as a solicitor. So hindi yung kasama ng training ko. So because I was trained 2 years beforehand, and then of course studied, at least 4 years before. So this is just me. This is me qualifying. So on the 17th of February 1992, I could call myself a solicitor. So yun na nga.
Wow. Okay.
So I was finished all my training.
Okay, so in 1992, you qualified as a lawyer, the very first Filipino lawyer. In 1992, I was one of the first reporters, no? And I was a segment producer sa news namin sa ABC5, which was a TV network that was closed during martial law, and 20 years after, in 1992, went back on air, no? So, yun ang aking ginawa nun. And I was a professor, or professor, alam mo naman sa Pilipinas, nagtuturo sa college, professor ang tawag, So, professor ako. Professor ng broadcast and communication subjects sa Pilipinas. Okay, maganda yan, no? Si Direk kaya, pinanganak na nung panahon na, hindi ko alam kung pinanganak na, no?
Oh,
Alamin
no,
natin.
no.
Pinanganak na ba,
Hindi
Direk?
pa.
Hindi pa.
Batang-bata si
Baka hindi pa
Paula.
nakikita yung daddy at mommy nito. No.
Yeah, it could be.
Okay.
Yeah. So,
Baka hindi pa, oo. 1992. Kasi in 1992, anong year yan? From 1992 is 31 years. Tama, di ba? Wala pang 31 yung direct natin eh. So, wala pa. Baka hindi pa nakikita yung father and mother niya noong panahon na yun, no? So, okay. This is quite interesting. Ano ang ginawa ninyo? Pa-share nyo lang. Nasaan kayo? Ano ginagawa nyo 31 years ago in 1992? Ayan. Kami ni attorney, bagong qualify na lawyer, na solicitor. Ako naman, kami ang mga bagong reporters ng bagong bukas na TV network kung tawagin ay ABC5. Ngayon, nandiyan sila Tulfo yata ngayon. No? Okay, so we'll go into the pabati muna. Ha? Baka sakali masabi nila. Sana masabi yun ninyo. No? And also, kung meron kayong mga problema, mga kaibigan, or may mga tanong kayo, don't forget, don't hesitate to message us dyan sa board. Okay, roll, attorney. Roll ano? Attorney. Direct, roll natin. Roll. Sige. Ayan, okay.
Sino kaya?
Naka-hat trick ka na ba, attorney? Naka-hat trick ka na ba?
Was it last week ba hat trick ako? I've done hat trick but only
hat-trick
there a few times. Yeah.
Wow, tama. Sabi ni Direk, nagsabi-signal sa akin. Wow, hat trick ha. Pag hat trick ko, mga kaibigan, nakatatlo. Subukan natin, baka maulit. Oo, baka maulit. Sige, that's wonderful ha. Hat trick ha.
I think, ngayon, let's start with the ladies. I think si Miss Paner, Marian.
Miss Paner, subukan natin ngayon. Miss Paner. Ibahin natin ngayon. We're gonna spice it up. With a different one. Wow! Edgardo, ha? Talaga nga naman ginulat mo kami.
Yeah, Edgardo.
Wow.
Yep. I think first time nga. Sorry.
I didn't
get it right.
Number one.
Yeah. Well done, Edgardo. So, happy Thursday. Actually, that's from him. He coined that. Happy Thursday. Yeah, to Mr. LARAGAN, Attorney LIRA, and hardworking Direct Pao. Tama siya, no? And to the viewers, no?
Hardworking Direct Pao.
Oh, not working from home today, ha? Northern Line going south seems not busy. Sabi niya, no? I'm looking forward to lots of learning again today. Thanks. Oh, that's salamat, no? So that's great you're watching, even though, you're traveling. Wow, Canary Wharf is quite, well, actually, it's hopefully it's not too busy and you get home safely, no? Tsaka hindi ganun malamig.
Are you on your way home? That's the end of the line, di ba? More than, kung alam mong line yan, sinasabi mo, no? Tama ba? More than is the last station, last stop, no?
Yeah.
So, maski makakatulog siya.
Tama.
Kung totoong more than ang last stop at tagaroon siya, maski makakatulog siya sa train, okay lang. Dahil,
hopefully.
ending eh.
Hopefully, gigisingin siya.
Hopefully.
Otherwise,
ikaw, attorney, you never, hindi ka, lately, in the past 5 years, 10 years, hindi ka na nagko-commute, no? I mean, you don't take the train, the question kasi is, have you ever experienced na makatulog at lumagpas ka sa stop mo?
Oh, yeah. All the time in the past, no?
Okay.
It's also, I find with the tube, no, it's like it lullabies you to sleep. I think yung motion nga, no? It just, I can, the many times that lumagpas na ako and then I realized I'm like 5, 6, 7 stops nga, no? And on one occasion, actually, hindi ko napansin. And I only realized, I was woken up by a kindly soul. Sabi niya, no, end of the line. I was so far off. But it happens. No, it happens. Ewan ko sa'yo. Does that happen to you?
Meron, hindi ko makalimutan sa Richmond. Coming from Waterloo Station, so merong dadaan dyan ang ending Richmond. Yung bang mga, I don't know, yung bang minsan, usually, baka hindi lang sa akin, siguro maraming nangyayari na, 2 stops na lang, biglang makakatulog ka. And nagising ako, nandun na ako sa Richmond, sa Richmond, and the train back, ang tagal mag-abang, siguro, it took me more than an hour or 2 hours siguro. So, wala nang bus sa gabi. But mahirap talaga pagka lumagpas ka and you will take the train back. Pero ang problema, gabi na sa akin eh. Yun ang alanganin. So, pero I also experienced, well, a lot of times, tama ka na yung natawa ko, sinasabi mo, nilalalabay ka eh. Kasi, di ba, ganyan yung train. Ang sarap.
Edgardo, what were you doing 31 years ago?
Iyon ang question. Ano lang, katumaan lang, si Attorney Lira, qualified as a solicitor, no? As a lawyer, 31 years ago, no? In 1992. February ba? Tama? February, no?
Yeah, 17th of February 1992, I was
17th of
admitted to
February.
the role. Yeah, ang tawag nila.
Okay,
Admitted to the
wow.
role of solicitors. Yeah.
Ayan. Okay, so hindi sino yung hula mo ng first kanina?
Si Miss Paner,
Marian
sabi
Galicia
ko.
Paner. Okay,
But I
so
was wrong.
yes. Hindi siya.
Yeah.
So sino next?
Okay.
Sino ang hula mo for the second one?
Okay. I'm sticking with the ladies. I think May Tigbao. May Vargas Tigbao.
May Tigbao, Vargas Tigbao. Okay, let's go for it. Subukan nga natin. Let's see. Oh, Oliver. Yeah, no, looking forward to this. Yung pagka si
I was
Oliver
so
kasi
close.
maganda may kwento eh. Oo nga.
Yeah.
Yep.
So sabi
Sige,
niya, I
attorney.
also look forward to his messages, So a great Thursday to
oo.
Filipino TV Europe, and of course, Attorney Lira, Kuya Sonny, and Direct Pao, spending this morning in the Y, our local YMCA gym, with a group of people doing pedaling for Parkinson's. Oh, wonderful. Apparently, research shows that cycling or pedaling at a rapid and maintained rate of 80 to 90 revs per minute reduces Parkinson's symptoms to up to 35%. Wow. We're not just exercising our hearts, but rewiring our brains as well. It's not a cure, but I must say that it's a great start to the day in combination to wearing my earbuds and listening to our favorite Thursday learning program. Oh, Oliver, salamat, no?
Wow,
Wonderful.
wow,
Oliver, 31 years ago, what were you doing?
Yes.
So it's,
what were you doing, 31 years
what
ago?
were you doing?
Well, he
Yeah,
ang kagandahan sa kanya, he admits that he's got this itang ano niya, yung kanyang ailment, and hopefully I pray and hope na a miracle will happen, mawala yan, hopefully, di ba? And at least okay yan kasi physically fit ka, I don't know if diet can help but exercise obviously can help. 35% daw, it helps in a way. Tama ba? Yung ba sabi niya?
Yeah.
Just to pin a message.
It decreases it by 35%, which is an enormous amount, no?
One-third.
No,
a third of it.
well done.
Yeah. Well done. And tama ka, we always look forward to his sharing kasi parang a piece of something, a slice of his life that he mentioned he shares with us,
Yeah.
So maraming salamat.
Yeah.
Always looking forward, Oliver, and enjoy, Oo, yan, naka AirPod siya, Okay, sige, next natin. Sino hula mo, attorney?
Okay, let's see, no kaya. Like, let me still stick with the ladies nga, no? I think si Ma'am Cora Casola.
Oy, Ma'am Cora, si Ma'am Cora Casola. Sige, subukan na nga natin. Yung unang hula mo, the first hula mo, tama, di ba?
Yeah.
Marian Galicia Paner.
But,
Tama ba?
Yeah, well, look.
Yan siya ang unang hinula mo eh. Okay, sige, let's go, attorney.
So, hello po, magandang gabi po, Kuya Sonny and Attorney Lira. At sa lahat, happy Thursday po and stay safe always and stay healthy. And happy Valentine's Day, everyone. God bless us po. God bless Miss Paner. Yeah, happy Valentine's. Hopefully you enjoyed. Oh my gosh, talaga. No. Wow, that's so kind. Salamat.
Thank you, Nagpadala siya ngayon?
Salamat.
Wow,
Yeah.
wow naman.
Wow,
Sweet mo naman,
salamat.
Marian.
Wow. So generous.
Diyos ko.
Salamat.
Oh. Wow, mabuhay ka, Marian.
And I love
Thank you
her
very much.
photo.
Ikaw ang hinulaan ni attorney sa first, Kaso yung ating, the guy who coined the Thursday, si Edgardo. Mabuhay. Well, we love you all, and thank you very much for the 200 stars na pinadala sa atin ni Marian. Maraming salamat. Hindi namin alam yan. Kami lang, natutuwa lang kami. Boy, may star. Go ahead. Sorry, attorney. Sige.
I was just gonna say, Marian, 31 years ago, 1992, no? Anong ginagawa mo? Don't tell me hindi ka pa pinanganak. All right?
Hindi si Direk, hindi pa pinapanganak eh. Mga 7 o 8 years after, saka lang siya pinanganak. Kaya tama ba? Kita mo? Wala pa. So, pati kuya niya, baka hindi pa pinapanganak ng panahon na yun, wala pa. Hindi ko alam kung paano nagkita si mami at si daddy yan. Okay, so tell us about what were you were doing. Ano nang ginagawa ninyo? Where were you in 1992? Si attorney nasa London, ako nasa Manila. Ayan. Uy, Gigi Elamparo. Ayan, oh, Gigi, good evening, eh?
Ah,
Yes.
Gigi. Hi, Gigi. Sabi niya, no?
Mm.
Good evening, sabi niya, no? Attorney Lira and Kuya Sonny. Happy Thursday, all viewers. God bless everyone. And also, Direct Paula, of course. Yeah. Hopefully you're well, Gigi, you know, and you're fighting fit. And again, same question to you, 31 years ago, anong ginagawa mo?
Mm. Yes, 31 years ago, nasaan ka? Ano ang ginagawa mo? Ayan. Pero teka muna, kung 31 years ago, so mahigit ka ng, sabihin na natin, 20, 25 years or 20 years, 25 years sa larangan ng immigration? Can we say that, attorney?
Oh, yeah. Well, I've always dealt with immigration nga. Yung nga lang, probably 25 years ago, I then started specializing, particularly in immigration nga. But yeah, I've always really, they've been doing immigration now for 31 years, no? So it's a long,
okay. Wow, kita
yeah,
mo.
long time.
Oh,
Yeah.
31 years. 31 years, I was teaching. 31 years, I was studying law at the University of the East. I was in third year college noon, third year law school. Hindi ko natapos, no? And I was at, kasi nga, nagbukas yung media, yung broadcast ng ABC5. So, ayan, 31 years ago. Uy, Analu Antipuesto, attorney. Ayan, no?
Oh, Analu. Hi, Analu. Amazing Thursday,
Mabuhay.
sabi niya, Attorney Lira. Yeah. Kuya Sonny and Direct Power. And to all viewers, yeah, Analu, na hindi pa pinanganak, na batang-bata itong bata, no?
Hindi, palagi ko hindi. Pero siguro
31
baka
years.
baby pa siya noon. Or mga bata pa. Hindi ko alam. Kasi mga Pilipina, magugulat ka, akala mo mga 16, 17 years old. Pag tinanong mo ang ages nila, nasa 30s eh. So kung si
Oh,
Analu, I don't know kung nasa 30s na si Analu, no? Kung baka 20s pa, hindi ko rin alam. Pero kung 30s yan, bata pa siya noon. Or kung late 20s yan, no? Kasi marami mga Pilipina,
yeah.
attorney, di ba? Ikaw, siguro, ikaw nakapagkamalan ka when you were younger, maski nasa 30s ka na, kala nila, nasa late teens ka pa eh, or early 20s, di ba? Di ba ganun mga Pilipina eh?
I don't know about that.
Yeah, you look, everybody, di ba compared to mga puti, mga Caucasians, di ba, age to age, kunyari, 50 na babaeng Pinay, 50 na babaeng Briton, mas mukhang matanda yung Briton, di ba? Mas bata yung Pilipina. So, ayan. Okay. Analu, so thank you very much, ha? Mabuhay ka, no? Sige. Sige, direksyon na susunod natin.
Oh,
Uy!
the
Wow!
Librojo clan, ha?
Oo.
Yeah.
The clan, no? Tama.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Yeah. So sabi po niya, so hi Rudy, magandang gabi ng maulan at malamig na masayang Huwebes ng dagdag kaalaman. Ika nga ni Sir Edgar, congrats po. Elegant man he is, no? Attorney Lira, Sir, new look hairstyle. Sir Sonny, hello cutie Snooki. Cutie Snooki. Sir,
Si
super
Cutie Snooki,
Edgar and
yeah,
lovely
no.
direct. Yeah. Lovely direct
No.
and all happy viewers. God bless us all. Team Libro. Yun nga, no? God bless, no, Mr. Libro. Hopefully you're
Umulan ba
okay.
Mabuhay kayo, ha? Mabuhay kayo, Rudy, ha? Umulan sa kanila eh. So tayo ba? Umulan ba sa Richmond? Ano lang, overcast?
Ngayon, kahapon sa gabi, dahil I took out the dog, yung si Watson, I walked him. Yeah, umulan ng kaunti. Yeah, pero ngayon, it could be, no? Pero sa Ireland siya, no? Ireland is very, very green. And I think part of it is because laging umuulan.
Yeah, oo. So mabuhay kayo, Rudy, ha? Sige. Looking forward to see you pag napunta kami riyan sa Belfast. Oy, si Marian.
Yeah,
congratulations.
Yeah, thank you po. Yeah, thank you.
Nasaan ka, Marian?
What were you doing? Yeah, 31 years ago.
What were you doing?
So what were you doing, no? Were you in London already at the time? So yeah.
Teka muna, attorney, may question lang ako sa'yo.
Opo.
Ay, sino yan? Marami na po akong narating nung 1990 hanggang sa wow! Baka, nagpunta ka ng Middle
Mm,
East, nagpunta ka ng Hong Kong, Taiwan,
siguro.
ano ba ang mga, marami siyang
Mm,
napuntahan eh. Middle East, di ba?
yeah,
No? Ayan ang mga mabuhay, no? Very strong woman, ha?
yeah.
Talagang nakayanan mo, ha? Nakapaiba-ibang lugar. Yeah, pero 1992, baka nasan ka eksakto, no? Let us know. Okay, so yeah, next, direct, sino kang ating mga mabati riyan? Ano ho, i-share ninyo kung nasan ho kayo back in 1992. Anong ginagawa ninyo? Ayan, uy,
Mm.
ano to? Oh, pabate.
Oh, okay.
Sige, go
Shout
ahead,
out
attorney.
daw, yes.
Hmm.
Yeah, shout out to my
Hmm.
auntie Annie. Tita siya. No, 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 Kathy.
Ni
Yung
Kathy,
wife
baka
ko.
ni Kathy siguro.
Ni
Ni Kathy,
Kathy.
yung wife ko.
Tita siya ni Kathy, yung wife ko. She arrived last
Okay,
Saturday. And salamat sa program dahil sa
last
mga tips and
Saturday.
advice. Naka-help. Yeah,
Salamat.
para
Yan.
ma-approve.
Oh, oh.
Yeah. Yes. Lots of
Hmm.
learning talaga. So, manood lang dito. And magre-relax pa. And lovely voice ni Attorney
Ah,
Lira. Oh, Edgardo. He's such a lovely man. But yeah, no, kamusta po?
ene ba? Ene
Auntie
o
Ene.
any?
Ene. Yeah.
Ante ene, no? Ene.
Yeah,
Oo, yung
kumusta?
Ene. Wow, ene, ante, ene. Okay,
Yeah.
all right. Sige, wow. Sige,
Welcome.
mabuhay, ha?
Yeah, hopefully you
Welcome,
enjoy.
welcome dito,
Yeah,
no?
enjoy.
Oo. Kathy, mabuhay ka rin, ha? Yung wife ni Edgardo, no? Oh, Lizzie Hobbs. Oh, okay.
Yeah, si Lizzie,
Wow.
hi. Happy
Hmm.
Thursday po. Sabi
Hi,
niya,
Lizzie.
Attorney Lira and Sir Sonny. Yeah. Po, and ang Valentine's Day nyo, kumusta pang Valentine's Day nyo? Kahapon ba ang Valentine's? Sana lahat
Tuesday
happy.
yata. Tuesday.
Yeah, Tuesday. Yeah, no,
Mm.
tama ka. No, happy Valentine's, Miss Hobbs. And same question, actually, I'd be very interested to know. Miss Hobbs, 1 years ago, anong ginagawa mo? I think she's quite an active woman, no? Oh, si
Mm.
May.
31 years
Yeah.
ago, ano ang ginagawa ninyo? Ano ang ginagawa mo? Yeah, that's quite interesting, di ba? Parang i-share lang ninyo, no? Pag-usapan natin. Attorney became qualified as a lawyer 1992, 31 years ago. I was with a very new station, ABC5, as the first batch of reporters, and studying law and teaching broadcast subjects in a couple of universities and colleges back home in the Philippines, no? So, ayan. Okay, sino to? May Tigbaw, Vargas.
May.
Oh.
Hi, May. Yeah, sabi ko
Ito
niya.
hinulaan mo
Hello,
si
good
May na
evening.
second yata, di ba?
Yeah,
Mm-mm.
second. Yeah, I didn't get it right, but thank you for tuning in, May. No, so it's hello, good evening, and happy Thursday to everyone watching from Exeter, Devon. God bless, May. And yung nga, same
God
question
bless,
to everyone.
May.
Nga, 31. I tell you what,
Yeah.
no, sorry, for
Mm.
bragging rights, bragging rights.
Mm.
Who
Mm.
had the most interesting experience 31 years ago? Okay, so 31 years ago. So for bragging rights, ano kayang tell us, no? 31 years ago, were you getting married, no? 31 years ago.
Yeah, oh. So 31 years ago, it could not be now, baka mamaya kasi may topic pa tayo. And then siguro towards the end of the program, at least ma-message nyo, ano ang ginagawa nyo? What were you doing back in 1992, 31 years ago? Diba? Sa balita, may ganyan, mga 10 years ago today in history. Diba? Mga ganyan, diba? May mga, may mga, diba? Ganyan eh. So, a certain day, tapos different years, ito nangyari, pero on that particular day. Kunyari, 1989, this happened on, let's say, on the 17th of February in 1992, ganyan, no? On that day. So, yeah, pag-usapan natin, no? Gigi Lamparo. Yan, sumagot siya, attorney.
Yeah, 1991, just graduated my high school. 1992, just started college. Oh my gosh, Gigi. I feel so old. So,
ano siya,
na lang yung high school.
Ano yan, mga 17, 16, 17, 18? Batang-bata, teenager pa.
Yeah,
because,
no, definitely.
Ang graduate mo sa high school. Ano? Wala mo, attorney, ilang taon ako when I graduated in high school sa Notre Dame? Hulaan mo. High school to,
I mean, you're quite a bright
Fourth year high
high
school.
school, huh? Fourth,
High school.
you're very bright, so you probably were ahead, no? So I know, high school, 16?
Normally, anong age ba natatapos ng high school sa
I
Pilipinas?
think it's hindi ba 18? Sa Pilipinas mas
Uh,
maaga tayong konti, no? I think 16
oh,
sa atin, no? So you
16,
probably
17, ganyan, no?
14? Was you
Hindi naman.
14?
15 years old ako when I finished my high school.
15.
Oh,
Wow.
yes,
So that's
15 years old.
advanced.
And the nicest thing about it is, nobody sent me to school except myself, no? By way of mga scholarships
Wow.
yun. I was a scholar, high school
Well
scholar
done.
sa Notre Dame. So books, uniform, tuition fee, wala akong binabayaran. So yan.
Wow.
Because there was this competitive
Well done.
examinations of mga honor students of all, kasi I graduated from a public school. And so the top students then, they were parang, yung top students were qualified to take the competitive examinations at Notre Dame. So they had a couple of slots. And out of siguro mga 200 students, there were just two of us who made it. So ayan,
Wow.
so that was back then. Okay, sino ano daw? Ay, Oliver Fernandez, yan, okay. Ayan, attorney.
So, sabi, February of 1991, I was preparing for the nursing
Yo.
board examinations, which I eventually passed in August of that year. Oh, well done, Oliver. Nako, 1991.
Wow, galing,
No, that's quite must have been really stressful at the time, but that's quite something, huh? Nursing
How
board
old were you then,
exams.
Oliver? Mga 21, 22? Itong panahon na yan?
Siguro.
21, 22? Oo, kasi ano yan eh, di ba? Kung 17, 18 first year college, matatapos ng 21 siguro, ganyan, no? 20, 21, 22. But yeah,
Yeah.
well, ay, si Ma'am Cora, ano kaya ginagawa ni Ma'am Cora?
Si Ma'am Cora.
Si
Yeah.
Watson.
So yes. Oh, hello, Ma'am Cora. No, hello, Sir Sonny. Sabi po niyan, Attorney
Hmm.
Lira and all viewers. Watson and Snooki at syempre si Direct at sa lahat sa Pinas. Hi, Ma'am Cora. Now, she probably
Hi, Ma'am
21 years
Cora.
ago, 31 years ago. I'm sure Ma'am Cora had a very interesting experience. So, Ma'am Cora, anong ginawa mo 31 years? I think at the moment the
Yes.
person to beat maybe, well, I mean, we've had a few interesting ones, including
Oliver was nursing,
Oliver,
preparing for the
nursing,
board exam and graduated and
si
passed the bar
Gigi,
in the same year yata,
high
August.
school. Yeah,
High school, Gigi, high
yeah,
school.
19.
Oo. Yeah. Oo.
So, hi,
Edgar
Edgar!
Duay, ito.
Edgar Dua.
Hello, Edgar.
Yeah.
Yes. Oo.
So,
Hmm.
lovely to hear from you. Magandang gabi,
Yeah.
mga kadagdag kalaman day, Attorney LC, Sonny L, Direct P, and Snooki the Cutie. Actually, that's nice, Snooki the Cutie.
Snooki
Belated
the Cutie.
maligayang araw ng puso. Yeah, sa inyong lahat. Oh, and doon sa mga wala ka puso na naman. Mag-celebrate din. Happy sad day sa inyo dyan. Happy Single Awareness Day. Peace and love, Edgar. He's so funny. No?
Oh, single. Oh, okay lang
So,
naman. Di ba?
single.
Kung may minamahal, okay lang. Kung
Edgar.
walang minamahal, okay din. Be
Yeah.
happy. No?
No,
Oh, di ba?
absolutely.
Yeah.
Now, 31 years ago,
Yeah.
Edgar, anong ginagawa mo?
Yes.
Bata
Ano
pa si
ginagawa mo?
Edgar eh. So, yeah. So, baby pa siguro siya, no? 1992, I quit the Navy because of love and win back Irene. Now, that is difficult to beat. Oh, 1992. He quit the
Wow.
Navy because of love and to
Wow.
win back Irene. Wow, that is something, huh?
Wow.
Oh, well, gosh,
Sweet
that is,
naman. Oh, sweet. Yes,
sweet,
yes.
sweet nga, no?
The power of love.
1992.
The
Yeah,
power
yeah.
of love. Yeah. Oy.
Oh,
Oh, ano to?
si Direk,
Oy,
no?
direct.
Year,
Oh, si direct.
year 1992, nag-meet si
Oh.
Mr. and Mrs. Perez sa burial ng kapatid po
Ah,
nila
doon pala yun ang
mama.
ano.
Oh, Paula! Wow, 1992.
Wow.
Doon sila nagkita. Oh, that's also difficult to beat. Wow.
You
Kapatid po ni
alam
mama.
mo,
Oh,
love
wow.
comes from the most Love comes from the most unexpected places. Alam mo, nung magkasama kami sa SSS when we were doing the show, no? Uh, Part of the interview namin, pagka kung ang guest namin ay nakatanggap ng maternity benefit sa SSS, kung paano nagkita. Kasi may baby eh. So how did the love story
Oo
begin?
nga.
Oh, so nakakatuwa
Oo.
yun. So yeah, nice. Mr.
that's
and Mrs.
so
Perez
sweet.
met in a burial, no? Sa isang lamay siguro.
That's so
Burial
sweet.
ba o lamay lang? Lamay? Lamay, kasama na. Okay. Alright. Uy, sino to? Bago to.
Wow. Yeah,
Bago.
Chevy,
Tama ba?
is that
Gicale.
Gicale Riley.
Gicale Riley.
Chevy Gicale Riley. Good evening, Attorney Lira, Sir Sonny, and direct belated Happy Valentine's Day. Yeah, Happy Valentine's Day.
Yes, belated
Hope you're
Happy
well.
Valentine's.
I think, yeah. I'd love to see the photo a bit closer, huh? Yeah.
Tama. Okay. Sino to? Oh, Edgardo uli. Yan. Okay.
Tama siya. Yes. Morden is the last stop in Northern Line going south. Yung train where I arrived in Morden, nagsakayan mga passengers sa Morden. Next train departing. Kung nakatulog ako, baka magising ako. London Bridge na ulit. Oh my God.
The same train goes back. Kasi ende, no?
Yeah,
parang sa attorney yan eh.
Yeah, so
parang sa Heathrow yan. eh. Kunyari, nakatulog ka papunta sa airport, babalik yung train mo eh. Sabagay, hindi naman kagad babalik eh, no? Ay, mabuhay eh. Si Auntie Ine, ano ba pronunciation?
Yeah.
Ayan, no.
Yeah, Auntie Ine.
Si Lizzie Hobbs.
Hi, Liz. Yeah,
Auntie
Miss
Ine,
Hobbs. Yeah, magandang gabi po sa lahat. Yeah. Hi, Miss Hobbs.
Ayan,
magandang gabi.
Lizzie, no? Mabuhay. Magandang gabi sa iyo. Mabuhay. Naku, ayan. Ayan ho, meron tayong konting katuwaan lang. Sabi nga attorney, for bragging rights, what were you doing? Nasaan kayo? What were you doing back in 1992? No? Si attorney, bagong hirang na abogada, no? Sa SRA, ayan, back in 1992, February 17, yan, nakalista siya. Ang pangalan niya sa mga pwedeng mag-practice ng law, no? Dito sa United Kingdom. Ako naman ay kami yung mga bagong reporters na nagbukas ng bagong istasyon noong araw sa Pilipinas, ang ABC5, no? At yan. At nagtuturo ako ng masscom or com arts or broadcast subjects sa Pilipinas. Okay, we're gonna have a short break at pagbalik natin, pag-uusapan natin yung immigration. Nakakatuwa. Tax and dishonesty. Nakakatuwa. Dishonesty. Wow. Oo. Okay, so ano ba epekto itong dishonesty? Bakit nabanggit ni attorney as a topic for tonight? So we're gonna have a short break at pagbalik ho natin, yan ho, tatalakayin. Kaya't mag-ready na ho kayo. No? At tawagan na ninyo yung mga kaibigan, kakilala ninyo o ipagsabi ninyo na meron tayong very interesting topic pagbalik ho natin after a break. Saglit po lamang.
Mula noon hanggang ngayon, serbisyong mapagkakatiwalaan, serbisyong maaasahan pagdating sa inyong mga padalang balikbayan boxes. Dito ka na sa Forex Cargo. Sa presyong kayang-kaya ng bulsa, sigurado ka pa sa inyong padala. Forex Cargo. Dahil kailangan makarating. Call 0208-813-7064. O ano pang inaantay niyo mga kabayan? Tayo na sa Forex Cargo.
%, all natural, tasty, healthy, versatile, 4 unique flavors. Taste a real sauce. Galettos.
Mula sa kabisera ng Inglaterra, sa puso ng Britanya, London, UK. Ito ang Channel Philippines Network, Pinoy Radio UK. Sumasahing papawid 24 oras. Buong linggo sa www.pinoyradiouk.com. Ang mga pinakapaborito mga awitin, mga pinakaabangang programa at mga sariwang balita at impormasyon mula at para sa mga kababayang Pilipino sa UK at sa buong mundo. Pinoy Radio UK. Pinoy Radio UK.
Okay, nagbabalik ho tayo sa ating programang Immigration Corner. Ako po si SONNY LARAGAN. For those who tuned in just now, welcome ho sa ating palatuntunan. Nasa second half na ho tayo ng ating programa. And syempre, welcome natin once again. Pabalik ho yung sa ating programa, yung ating pinakamamahal, ang heart and soul ng ating programa dahil siya ho ang nakakaalam sa immigration. Si Attorney LIRA Simon CABATBAT. Happy Thursday once again, Attorney. Uy, may ano yan? Alright, may pa-quiz ba? Oo. Hindi, ano lang, yung bragging rights, what were you doing back in 1991? Anong ginagawa mo nun? What were you doing? Or nasaan ka? Diba?
1992.
Si Attorney, bagong abogada. Sorry, 1992. 31. You won kasi the word one. 31 years ago. Ayan. 31 years ago. Anong ginagawa niyo back in 1992? Ako, in 1992, nasa ABC5, 20 years after the declaration of martial law, the station went back on air and we were the new batch of reporters. Pero galing na kami sa iba't ibang mga stations, Attorney, no? Iba't ibang mga media organizations. Pero it was an honor to be a part of a newly established media broadcast station that time. Okay, sige, Attorney, take it away, no? Okay. Immigration, tax, and dishonesty. Sige.
Okay, so ang laki po ng topic natin, no? Yung nga, immigration, tax, and dishonesty is actually quite a big, a lot of, well, not, it's amazing how many people are refused on this basis. So, now, unang-una po, what the Home Office will always say as a starting point is applicants have a duty to be honest with the Home Office, no? When submitting the application. You know, that's always, umpisa nila, no? It doesn't matter kung ang application nyo ay galing sa ibang bansa, papasok nga dito, o nandito na kayo, gusto nyo i-extend yung visa. It's otherwise known as candor. So, kung meron kayong solicitor, they would say that to you, no, that you have a duty of candor. That just means nga, you have to be honest when submitting application. You have to be direct nga din, no? And itong obligation na ito, this obligation to be honest and be with your application, with all the facts in your application, yung po kasama yun or it extends to tax, no? Declaration of taxable earnings. Yeah. Now sometimes, and I mean this happens, na may mali kayong nasabi, no, sa application form, or you submit an application and actually it's different from actually the fact. So, and sometimes it's just mali nga lang, you know, it's a mistake. It's not a deliberate to be dishonest or false declaration. So, and this I see often kung mga kliyente ko nagpasok sila ng application, ang nilagay nila na income is the gross income, so mas malaki, no? Gross income is before tax, but what the Home Office is asking for is the net income, no, after tax. So that happens actually relatively regularly, where income needs to be declared. But other times, mga tao, they on purpose, no, inflate most of the time inflate the income, so pinapataas nga to make it look better, no. And some also submit documents that are clearly wrong, no? So sabi doon ang income nila is over 28,600, so 10,000 pounds more than 18,600, or indeed 18,600, which is the limit for spouse application. No? Hindi naman, no? So when those things nga happen, oftentimes I hear, well, no, hindi naman nila check-in. But that's actually, so unang-una ba, can they check, no? Can they check that yung declaration nyo, that's correct, that as it's filed with the Inland Revenue, no? Because that's, of course, that would be the direct evidence kung tama nga o mali yung declaration nyo. So the answer to that is absolutely, pwede nilang checkin. They can make contact, yung home office, pwede nilang sulatan, kontakin nga yung HMRC, no? Inland Revenue nga dito. And that power comes under what's called Section 40 of the UK Borders Act 2007. Under that, so let me just read to you actually what in fact it says, no? It permits HMRC to disclose information to the UK border force, yeah, for the purposes of doing anything in connection with the exercise of immigration and nationality functions as defined in the Immigration Act. So, kung nagpasok yung application, kung ano man dahilan application nyo, so sabihin natin as a skilled worker or in the past under Tier 1, you can't now apply under Tier 1 now, yung spouse, no? So a skilled worker route, lahat ganon. That is the Home Office, will have the power under this Section 40 of the 2007 Act to get the information from the Inland Revenue. So mangyayari, kung sabihin nyo, itong income ko, pwede nga silang pwede nilang kontakin yung Inland Revenue, sasabihin Inland Revenue, itong income ng applicant. So kung hindi nga magkatugma, so ang income nyo iba naman, no? Then of course the Home Office will have an issue, no? Especially if they think it's a deliberate, no? Deception, na hindi nga lang nagkamali kayo. But it's actually it's a false declaration to support your application. Now, can they do anything about it, no? Kung yung ang akala nga nila, absolutely, again, yung Home Office. So they can, under various provisions, but in relation to tax especially, it's paragraph 32 section 5 of the immigration rules, no? So let me just read to you a little section there. And sabi po noon, no, it provides discretionary ground for refusal based on, itong sabi, the undesirability of permitting the person concerned to remain in the UK in light of his conduct. So it's actually quite wide. Hindi nga alam, it can cover anything and everything really, apart from tax. But at the moment, or at least it's being used, no, by the Home Office mainly nga to if they find na ibang income nyo, no, so they can under that, they have the discretion under that to refuse the application just because of that, no. Now if they do that, if they do that, of course you will then need to see if you can challenge either by way of an appeal, o kaya kung wala kayong appeal rights, then by way of administrative review or judicial review. Okay, so yun. But you would then need to challenge. Ang problema nga doon, any refusal that's based on deception, no, will likely prejudice any application you make later on. So sabihin natin, nasa Pilipinas nga kayo ngayon, no? Nagpass pa yung application and then it was refused. If it was refused on anything like deception, like that, magkakaproblema kayong papasok nga dito. Kahit nandito na nga kayo, no? If it's refused on anything like that, deception nga, magkakaproblema kayo about the extension. So there you probably don't have an awful lot of choice but to appeal, no? And sometimes you would win the appeal, but you would need to show that. So I'll speak briefly also about that. So sabihin natin nakalusot kayo, no? Na hindi nga nila chinek, so you're granted extension of leave, tapos nakuha na kayong indefinite, sabihin natin, no? So is that the end of it? Unfortunately not, no? So sabihin natin, nakakuha na kayong indefinite, gusto nyo magpasok na naturalization to become British. Pwede pa rin ba kayong habulin? Ang sagot po absolutely, pwede pa rin kayong habulin. Because under the guidance, when you're applying for naturalization, and that would be the step before getting a British passport, kailangan yung pakita good character, no? Again, that comes into it. And what they say is that you're supposed to declare, or you are required to declare, anything that you think may go against nga your good character. And the obvious ones would be, of course, any kind of criminality, or kung meron kayong kaso, and that yung kaso nga is ongoing, even though you haven't been perhaps convicted, but you've been charged. So, but also, again, ito. So, itong dishonesty in relation to tax, no, that can follow you through in the UK. So, but it doesn't mean naman na if you made a mistake, sabihin natin, because they do distinguish between making mistakes and deliberate acts of submitting false documents. If you got refusal, but it was a mistake, then you should see about challenging it. Tsaka yung Home Office din, they should also give you a chance, no? So they should follow procedure. Procedural, oftentimes it's called procedural impropriety. Kung hindi ka bigyan ng tsansa. So if they refuse it just like that, they didn't give you a chance to explain, no, the perceived or the alleged dishonesty, then you can certainly challenge them on that basis. And there have been a number of cases that even went to the Court of Appeal. Sabi nga doon, kung yun ang dahilan, the Home Office should give you a chance, should give the applicant certainly a chance to address the allegation. So hindi nga lang naman basta-basta on part of the Home Office. But the lesson nga from this is, any application nga na papasok niyo sa Home Office, kailangan po totoo. You have to be frank nga, you have to be honest in the application. That absolutely includes anything to do with tax, no? Dahil tax nga under the Section 40 of the UK of the 2007 Act, UK Borders Act, they can check directly nga with the Inland Revenue. So kung hindi nga magkatugma yung payslip na pinadala nyo sa in fact what you have declared with the Inland Revenue as your income, no? Magkakaproblema sila. And as a matter of routine, they check now, no? They especially check, of course, if you're making an application, for example, for indefinite leave to remain, or they're concerned about perhaps something in the document. So kung kung nagpasok ng bank statement and there may be a discrepancy about what's going into the bank account. So any red flag, they will check. But truly, it's become much more of a routine na checkin nila. So immigration, tax, and dishonesty, you don't want to be mixing that, no? Importante po. Anyway, that's quite separate also from HMRC because they can take action against you. But even if they don't take action against you, it doesn't mean na hindi kayo magkakaproblema sa Home Office, because regardless of any steps they take, the Inland Revenue, the Home Office can still refuse it. And as I've said, then you have to challenge, and that can be, kung matalo nga kayo, or in fact you have done something untoward, that can cause you all sorts of problems because it is deception, no? So don't do it, no? Immigration you should always treat your application with this duty of candor. You have to be frank, you have to be honest nga, and that extends to tax. So do not do it. Inupayo ko. So hopefully, that was helpful. So, ewan ko na nangyari kay Paula at kay there you go.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, andito kagad, no? Ayan, so ingat lang ho kayo, no? So hindi pala, attorney, it will also, even if you have your permanent residency, pwede pang ma-revoke yan?
Yeah, pwede
ba?
bawiin. Okay.
Okay. All right. Wow, maganda, no? Kaya ingat-ingat lang, no? Okay, so we'll go straight to, we have about 4 questions na nandiyan. So, sige, i-roll na natin muna yung mga questions natin, attorney, no? So, yan. Ito ating first question. Sige.
Okay.
From She R. Okay.
She R. Nice. Good
She
evening, Attorney Lira and Sir Sonny. Yeah, She R. Yeah. Hingi lang po ako ng advice. Papunta po ako sa UK by April. Okay. Nasa Kuwait po ako ngayon at bala ko po munang umuwi sa Pilipinas na flight papuntang UK. Hindi po ba magiging complicated yung from our immigration kahit may UK visa na po ako, thanks in advance. Walang problema yon. So if you get an entry clearance visa kung sa manggaling, in this case maybe nakuha mo from Kuwait, it doesn't matter as long as you have a valid entry clearance visa coming in from a country. So no, you should not. You should be still fine. So itong validity is to come into the UK. It doesn't matter kung saan which country, which embassy nga, no, granted you the visa. So, no, let us know when you're here. April.
Okay. So,
Have a good time.
April. So, wala palang problema, no? Nakuha niya nung nasa Kuwait siguro siya, but she will have to go back home to the Philippines muna, and from there, come to the UK. So, okay, walang problema. Kasi, kumbaga, regardless kung saan ka manggagaling, no? As long as nabigyan ka ng clearance, entry clearance. Okay, okay yan. That's, so, ayan. Okay, next question. Next question natin.
Galing po to. Okay, Rose L. Yeah, I love that name, Rose. No? Good day, Attorney Lira and Sir Sonny. I'm new here in the UK and I arrived by a fiancé visa last month. Few days after my arrival, I saw my partner showing a change in attitude that made me think twice about going through the wedding. Oh, I'm sorry, Rose. Since I'm already here in the UK, I'm thinking of looking for a job. Is it possible to switch my current visa to a working visa? If yes, how? Thanks and God bless. Oh, okay, Rose. Quick answer is yes. You have to be careful though, okay? So, under what's called the skilled worker route, in the olden days, or before that, Tier 2, and before that, work permit, no? You can switch certain types of visa in country kung dito ka na nga. There are a number of exceptions. I'll read to you the exceptions. And fortunately, fiancé is not on there. So, kung meron kang visa, short-term student visa, parent or of a child student visa, seasonal worker visa, so agriculture, for example, domestic work visa, private household, someone on immigration bail, or because you have been given permission to stay in the UK outside the immigration rules, no? So leave to remain outside the rules, or for example, on compassionate grounds. So wala dun sa lista yung fiancé visa. So strictly speaking, you can. Pero ingat ka, no? Because it could be that the Home Office, and actually this goes back to this issue of honesty and candor, no? So the Home Office are going to be potentially concerned dahil kadadating mo nga lang nga dito. Tapos gusto mong palitan nga. They may be concerned about whether or not you were you actually meant to come into the UK as a fiancé. So in your application, no, importante nga when you're submitting your application, dagdagan mo ng statement. The statement should explain bakit ba. So yung sabi mo, yung attitude niya nagbago. So ano bang ginagawa niya? So it's a breakdown of relationship, and potentially that's why the points-based system is of course a points-based system application, no? And they will look really at whether you satisfy the points or not, but be ready to explain the position. Because obviously nga, fiancé visa ka nga dito. Bear in mind, Rose, 6 months lang visa mo. So if you're looking to switch it, kailangan mo gawin na nga ngayon. Because by the time you get an offer, meron silang sponsorship license, yung employer nga, and then you allocated the cost, certificate of sponsorship, you'll find time has gone very, very fast. So kung maghahanap ka, you should do it now.
Pero okay lang sana ako on the first week na nakita niyo na kagad, attorney, yung attitude, no? Kung let's say ano yan, 4th month or 5th month, di wala na, personal 6 months yung kanyang visa, di ba? No? Pagka ganyan, attorney, 6 months, hindi ka pinakasalan, wala. Is it within 6 months that you have to get married?
Absolutely. It's a strict deadline, the only exception recently is yung COVID, no? Because sarado nga yung mga registrars. But other than that, strict. You can't actually, they will not extend a fiancé visa unless there are exceptional circumstances. And we're looking at the life and death type situation, no? But otherwise, kailangan yung magpakasal within the 6-month period.
Wow. So kailangan hindi pwedeng ma-delay, no? Dahil yun ang binigay sa'yo, yun ang requirement talaga, no? Mahigpit sila. Okay, sige, next question natin, attorney yan.
Okay, galing po to kay Manny M. Hello to
Manny
you both,
M.
Attorney Lira and
Okay.
Sir Sonny. Yeah, Manny or Manny? If fiancé visa pong kinuha ko, kung visa, nakapag-meet na po up na po kami ng partner ko. We're fully sponsored niya po ko, kasi ako doon po ako, kasi doon rin ako sa flat niya nakatira. I see, okay.
Titira.
Titira. Kailangan po rin bang mag-show money? Thank you. Yeah, kailangan mo pa rin show. Kung fiancé visa, hindi ko nga lang alam, tung tanong mo ko, hindi ko nga lang alam kung nandito ka na, o may visa ka na, kung nandito ka, may visa ka ba dito, tapos gusto mong palitan to a fiancé visa, no? Dahil iba nga din ang sitwasyon, kung wala kang visa dito, tapos gusto mong, you want to apply on the basis of the relationship, the fiancé visa may not work for you. So just beware, Manny. So anyway, pero kailangan mo pa rin pakitang pera. So kung fiancé visa ang kukunin mo, o spouse visa nga, no? Ang income limit yung pa rin 18,600 kung lang mabata. 18,600 per annum before tax. So you still need to show it. Doesn't matter na meron kayong accommodation. Dagdag yun.
Okay. All right. Okay. Next question natin. Sige, let's go ahead with our next question. Uy, mahaba
Okay,
to.
galing po to kay Gigi, no?
Okay.
Gigi. So, I've seen your channel in Facebook and YouTube and would like to ask po about BRP. Quick background lang po about me. I'm on a skilled worker visa, been in the UK since February 2018. I got my renewed BRP last November 2022 kasi I changed employers. And I'm in the process of finalizing my ILR, so indefinite leave to remain application, already paid and also availed the priority service. My biometric appointment is coming up on the 1st of March. So the problem I have, attorney, is that my middle name is not included in my BRP because on the application, it just asks for given name. And I didn't think my middle name is a given name as it was my mother's maiden surname. Tama naman siya, no? And the same was for my ILR application. So in panic, I submitted an online report that this was an error and asked the Home Office to put my middle name on my BRP 3 days ago. I also made a cover letter stating that I wasn't able to put my middle name on the application. Okay, so gusto niya malaman what would Gigi need to do. Don't panic, Gigi. It's fine. So this is an issue that often happens. No, nakamali. Sometimes you just make you put down a different spelling, for example, someone else is doing it. So sa'yo, and I can see why you thought that, no? Dahil sa atin naman sa Pilipinas, yung middle name nga natin is, of course, yung apelyido nanay natin. So I can see why you made that mistake. But ang gawin mo ito, so it's not a problem. Print out, make sure you print it out, hindi lang sa telepono mo. Print out the report that you submitted nga to the Home Office. Also print out nga the letter. And then and go as normal to your BRP. You will find that yung agent doon, when you do your BRP, you just need to ask them, tell them nga, no, that there's this error. Can they make the change? They will do it for you. It happens all the time. It should be fine. So just go anyway, and yung nga lang, just point it out. Sabihin mo sa kanila, kailangan nilang idagdag to. The agent there will be able to do it for you.
Okay. Pareho kami ng problema, attorney. When I first came over, and I was filling up yung para sa NI natin. So when I was filling it up, nakalagay ata 4 names or first name or 4 names, tapos may apostrophe, tapos S, tapos no. So sinulat ko, Joseph Sonny. Sa middle name, sinulat ko De Leon, mother ko Laragan. Lumabas sa pinako-correct ko sa kanila na ang middle name ko is Sonny. Para kasi nga, dahil dito, di ba, pag sinabi yung middle name yung second name mo, di ba?
Yeah.
So, ayan.
Tama.
Pero nung makuha ko yung aking citizen, yung permanent, yung citizenship na, bale, no? Nationality ko. Ano ba tawag ito? Naturalization, how do you call it, no? Sa passport, pwede ka na mag-apply ka na ng passport doon. Although ang pangalan ko nakalista sa NI ko is Joseph Sonny De Leon Laragan. Sa passport, ang ginawa ko, Joseph, first name, middle name, Sonny, and then Laragan. Sa driver's license ko, Joseph, and then Sonny, middle name, and then Laragan. Ganun. Pero I don't know, hindi naman ako question. Basta yun ang ginawa ko. I don't know. Ako na nagpalit ng pangalan ko dahil dito pala, ang middle name, yung second name mo, no? Hindi pala yung... Ikaw ba may middle name ka, attorney?
No, no, just yun lang buong
Wala.
pangalan,
Lira lang,
Simon.
Lira.
Simon na yung pangalan. Yeah, so yun, yeah. Which is not a bad thing. Pero tama ka, no? So it gets very confusing nga dito. And oftentimes, ang uso yung middle name natin, normally it's shortened. So ako, usually it would be Lira S. Kabatbat, no? And so many times I see it na yun ang nandun sa application, yung S tapos o S dot, no? Hindi yung buo. And that's also what of course appears on the naturalization certificate. Pero iba, of course, hindi nga buong pangalan mo. You can actually also change your, kung nangyari nga yun sa inyo, the naturalization certificate is then issued pero mali. Because you've made a mistake nga, you can correct that mistake. There's a fairly straightforward form. Kailangan mo nga lang i-explain bakit nga. So you have to pay another fee, but then they should be able to still issue you nga with a new and amended naturalization certificate. So lagi itong nangyayari. It happens to the best of us, no? It's also an easy mistake to make. Dahil iba ngang process sa atin, no? Tsaka dito. But yeah, the middle name is, when you say middle name sa atin, ibang ibig sabihin, no?
Pareho din sa sa mga Pinoy na mga na nasa Spain and they're coming over.
Oh, yeah.
Kasi nagiging apelyido tuloy nila, parang apelyido ng nanay nila, di ba? Parang pangalan mo baligtad. Kunyari ako, Sonny De Leon yata, Pimentel. Parang ganun yata eh. Or baligtad, magiging baligtad ng pangalan mo. Parang ang lalabas na apelyido mo, apelyido ng nanay mo eh. Sa Spain.
Yeah.
Although,
Tama
di ba,
nga.
parang ganun eh. Kaya, ayan, ito, okay. May question pala rito. Anong question to?
That's Edgar. Hi, Edgar. Yeah.
Edgar. Hi, Edgar.
Niya,
Yes.
no?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Kung kukunin ko po nanay ko as tourist, kailangan bang may show money siya? Wala naman siyang work at matanda na siya. Not strictly, Edgar. Pero kung may pera siya, may bangko siya, you should show it, ha? Pero kung wala naman, kayo naman sasalo dito eh, no? So, importante nga, you provide yung bank statement mo, tsaka huwag mo kakalimutan na statement, no? So, statement mo, sasabihin mo nga doon, what's the plan? Nandito ba siya for 1 month? Titira nga siya sa'yo. Bank statement mo, payslip mo nga. So, you need to show, hindi naman kailangan niya ng pera. So, as I say, kung may pera siya, even better, no? Kasi it goes to credibility. Pero kung wala naman siyang pera, wala siyang trabaho, yung bahay na tinitira niya, bahay niyo, then you should just be in that. Nandito nga siya, should be here for just 1 month or whatever it is. So it should be okay. Pero yung statement, importante yun. You must make a statement. Dahil nun nila makikita ano bang background. But otherwise, it should still be fine. But you need to explain nga.
Ang statement, how does it look like? Paano statement? I, Sonny Laragan, o I, Edgar Duway, ganun? O dear Philippine Embassy, o British Embassy. How is the statement written? So, paano sa nanay niya? Kunyari, okay.
So, ito galing to Edgar, no? So, my statements always start with I, tapos pangano. So, I, Lira Simon Kabatbat, make this statement knowing the same to be true. That's always how I start, no? Tapos nga, point 1, you make the statement in support of my mother's application. Lagay mo pangalan nanay mo, who's made an application for visit visa into the United Kingdom. My circumstances are as follows, no? So, hindi man kailangan komplikado. You just need to get to the point, no? So again, you don't, what's the plan, no? Ilang taon na siya? So my mother's 80 years old. I've invited her to join me and my family in the United Kingdom for a brief holiday or for 6-month holiday, and in support of this. Tapos lista mo, no? So it doesn't have to be complex, not at all, but back it up, no? Yung nga kung ikaw magsusuporta sa kanya dito, kailangan mo pakita nga bank statement, payslip if possible. I mean, even contract of employment, no? So give them anything and everything to show na kayang-kaya mo nga siya dito. At saka meron din siyang babalikan sa atin. That's really where, kung meron siyang pera sa atin, o meron siyang lupa nga sa atin, it's more that really, na meron siyang babalikan rather than pagbayad nga dito. So it's a question of intention.
Okay, ayan, no. Ano yan, mga bank statements, anything that you could show, ganun, na para
Yeah.
to show na ikaw ang, ano, okay, all right. Okay, okay, well, may question yata tayo from ayan, ito, from Donna Bennett. Uy, Donna Bennett, okay. Yep, Donna
So,
Bennett. Bago
sabi
to,
ko,
no? Bago
ask
to si
ko
Donna
lang,
Bennett, no?
yeah.
Oh, welcome,
So,
Donna.
don't know, she's,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, ask ko lang po, sana dependent visa po ako ng asawa. And depende ko naman po ang anak ko dito sa UK. Ask ko lang po, tanong ko lang po, sana tanong ko lang po, sana kung asawa ko lang ang mag-provide ng income. Oh, I see, okay. O, pwede kong lang, o ikaw lang, no? Siya lang mag-provide ng income sa renewal ng spouse visa ko. Kung nandito ka na, Donna, and you have a spouse visa, no? May trabaho ka nga dito, o meron yung trabaho ng asawa mo, as long as either one of you, no, satisfy yung 18,600, okay yun. So, yung nga lang, so kung sabihin natin walang trabaho ng asawa mo, no? Kung wala siyang trabaho nga, ikaw nagsusustento sa pamilya, okay din po yun. Dahil nandito ka, may visa ka nga. Hindi nga lang yung pwede kung nagtatrabaho ka pero walang visa, no? So, pero kung may visa ka, spouse visa ka na, hindi problema. That will count towards it. Or even jointly, sabihin natin part-time ka, part-time din siya. But together, ang income nyo is 18,600. Okay din yun.
Okay. Okay din yun. Okay. All right. So, ayan. Medyo naparami. Magandang gabi natin ngayon. Naparami natin questions, attorney. No, ayan. Ayan. Well, sayang, hindi pa natin na ano yung mga messages for the, what were you doing back in 1991? Pero naalala ko, so 1991, but you were telling me, attorney, na ikaw you were working sa isang, ano ba, parang dispatchadora ka, one of your jobs yata, no? You were working in a retail shop ba?
Yeah.
Oo.
Well,
prior
that,
while studying law, no?
Yeah, before that. So before I qualified, so way before that, actually, I was working for Next, no? Next was
Next mismo.
a retail shop, and I worked a long time for Safeway as a cashier. Years and years, no?
Safeway, ano to, di ba? Parang grocery shop, no? Shopping, grocery supermarket, di ba? Safeway, tama ba?
Yep.
Right.
Parang Tesco, no?
Okay.
I was doing cashiering for years, no? For allowance, tapos after that, I say, when I was doing law, studying law also, I worked for Next with yung retail shop. Alam mo dahilan why I did? Dahil matatapos na ako ng law, I knew I had to do some interviews. And I didn't have any, I didn't have enough money to buy a suit, no? You should look a bit smarter, di ba?
Yeah.
When you're going for an interview. So I looked for work, holiday work nga, that in a place that sold suits, so I could get a discount. And so and they were quite generous.
Wow.
Actually. I think I got something like 50% discount nga. So I was able to afford a suit, and I had that one suit.
Wow.
Isa lang one suit for I don't know, siguro maybe I only had the one suit for maybe 2 years, because it's quite they're quite expensive nga, no, suits. So I had to be really careful with my suit.
Ang ganda naman ang iyong kwento, inspirational. Imagine, no, you endeavor to finish law, and then, siyempre, di ba, mga students yan eh. So, summer job, working at Next, no, to be able to avail of perhaps an employee's discount or benefit, ganyan, no? So, okay yan, this was in 1992. Or prior to 1992, dahil
Before.
qualify ka, nag-aaral ka na yata noon, no? Sa law, no? Well, it's been a long time, attorney. Imagine mo, 31 years ago.
31
O the
years.
next year, 32. Oh, imagine them. Anong ginawa mo ng
Yeah.
25 years ka? I mean, did it come, nagkaroon ba ng, ay, parang silver anniversary ko na ng, ng being a lawyer? Anong ginawa mo? What did you do back in when you were in the 25th year of your legal practice or being a lawyer? Kasi
Yeah, I
31
think
ngayon.
I went. Yeah, I think I went out with work colleagues nga. But
Mm-mm.
it's ang problema pagka matanda ka na, no, like me, the years kind of merge into each other, and that's why kanina nga I was so surprised to see I was 31 years now, which means last year I missed my
Mm.
30th anniversary. No, I was convinced 30 years pa nga lang ako, but no. According to the records, I'm 31 years. Astonishing.
This is public, public record. I mean, if you go to SRA and you look for your name, you will see it there. Now you registered back in, or you how do you call it? You qualified back in
Yeah.
1992. Wow, Lira Simon Kabatbat. Imagine mo yan, no? And congratulations. Imagine mo 31 years. So
Yeah.
wow, no? Imagine.
Astonishing.
But 30 years ago, or even 25 years ago, how was immigration? Maluwag, mahigpit? Has a lot of changed? You've seen it, eh? Di ba? Ika nga, you've seen the ups and downs, no? Parang bear and bull markets, no? You've seen them all. How would you compare yung 31 years mo from then now? Anong pagbabago sa immigration? Anong experience mo?
Oh, yeah. I tell you what, no, Sonny, it's a great question. That it's chalk and cheese, no. It's that 25 years ago, immigration was looked at as a great thing, actually. No, I do think that the UK was more welcoming in many ways, no. So therein, of course, 20 oh, no longer, yeah, about 20 years ago now, no, they introduced the domestic work concession to regularize people who entered the UK with employers, tapos inaapi nga sila and they had to leave the employer. So that was 20 odd years ago na, when that was introduced. So and of course the spouse visa, you can apply for a spouse visa. In the beginning, there was not even a probation. You make an application for a spouse visa, bibigyan ka ng indefinite, no? And then they introduced a 1 year, no, probation period, and then they upped it to 2 years. And ngayon, probation period is now 2.5 years times 2, so 5 years nga. So it's it's a different world, though, no. But it is immigration in many ways was far easier nga then, and much more restricted now. There are many more refusals na nga ngayon, and therefore many more appeals, challenges nga. And of course, relatively recently we had the Brexit, which is a bit of it's a shame. I really do think that immigration makes the United Kingdom a stronger country, because ngayon, there apparently is a shortage of certain types of employees, workers now in the UK, and that starts really from from the hospitality, waiters, and hotel workers nga, chefs, no, and of course carers nga. So I do think immigration has can make a massive contribution to the United Kingdom. I think they need to also look at it from that point of view rather than lumping it perhaps with other negative aspects. And there are some negative aspects of in immigration, but in the main, I think it has made the United Kingdom a richer, more prosperous country. But so I hopefully in the next 31 years, no, God, 31 years. In the next 31 years, maybe tingnan natin, no, maybe it gets better. I'm still waiting. Hanggang ngayon, I'm still waiting for an amnesty. No, I don't think it will happen. At best, meron tayong concession.
In the
But you
past
never know.
30
Tingnan natin.
in the past 20 plus, 25 plus years, you've never ever heard of an amnesty dito? Wala pa?
Walang amnesty. People get the two
Wow.
mixed up, amnesty and concession. Amnesty means lahat-lahat ng mga tao na walang visa nga dito, makakuha
Oo.
silang visa. But
Oo.
that's never ever happened in the United Kingdom. There's
Hmm.
how there have been numbers of concession though. Concession means it targets specific types of people. So the domestic work
Mhm.
concession, mga tao nga dumating dito, domestic workers, tapos naiwan sila nga dito, inaapi sila. There's also in the past, because of a change in the appeal rights nga, overstayers who've been in the UK for more than 5 years. This was something like 20 years ago nga. Asylum seekers also, again, those have been in the UK for a long time. So there have been a number of concessions, but never an amnesty. And I don't think to be frank, I don't think they're going to also introduce an amnesty. But I'm hoping magkako-concession. And you never know, maybe someone in the government is listening to us as we speak, so maybe they look at it. Nothing. The goodness knows what the next
This
31 years will bring.
Yeah, this came to mind, no? To my mind, kasi when we would travel sa Italy, we would bump into Philippines, and siguro on some occasions, we've met mga Filipinos in different parts of Italy, na they had this amnesty. They were able to regularize yung kanilang stay sa Italy because of an amnesty. So dito, yun nga, sabi mo, in the past 31 years, you've never ever heard of an amnesty, no? Yeah, so but may okay, no, 20 plus years ago, uh, ang permanent residency would only take 4 years. Ngayon, 5 years na, di ba? So, 6 years ang British, when you attain your British citizenship. Ngayon, dati 5 years eh. 4 years yung permanent residency, and the following year, pwede ka na mag-apply ng British, ng naturalization, no? Ano
Yeah,
rationale,
why
ano
not?
reason behind extending another year? Would you remember what the reasoning behind was, or did just thought of adding one more year?
Yeah, I think it was probably then a mixture of maybe another year would make would give them the possibility of assessing whether or not yung taong yun is conducive to the public good, maybe, or they just wanted not to, for sake of quota, to ensure that not so many people get indefinite leave to remain that quickly. It's also a question of money, that of course it means another application potentially, but yeah, it's no, that certainly changed. And yung nga, as I say, I remember spouse application nga. Dati, spouse application ka, indefinite ka na immediately, no? Tapos isang taon, they introduced the probationary period of 1 year, and then they extended it to 2. And ngayon, 5 taon na. And I think, unfortunately, that's probably how it's going to go going forward, no? But I really hope na they look at immigration, perhaps in a different light, no? In the positive contribution that it continues to make in the United Kingdom. I think we're the stronger for it.
Right, yeah, tama, no? Well, I remember 19, 18 years ago, yung when, or 20, 19, 20 years ago, when they started itong no, yung Life in the UK test, no? I remember I don't know kung second batch ako at that time, no? But when I took it, a lot of changes have happened, no? Meron ng Life in the UK test. Ngayon, may English test pa yata, diba? Sabi mo, tama ba?
Yeah. B1.
Oh,
B1
yeah.
test.
B1, oh yan. So maraming pagbabago. So for the next 31 years, hindi natin alam. Kaya sira-sira. We just don't know what would happen, no? Ikaw, you've seen all the changes, no? And hopefully, sana magbago, maging for the good. And they treat immigration as a very meaningful tool, no? For the UK progress, no? It could help in the progress of the country, no? In terms of the economy and diba? Kasi malaking bagay yung mga workers, workforce, and labor needs the skills that we need, no? Should be open. Hindi na masyadong higpitan. Okay, well, I guess it's time for us to say goodbye. Nako, napakasarap ng ating naging kwentuhan.
Wow.
And thank you very much to those new viewers and those questions. Maraming salamat. No? Thank you very much. Attorney, o baka meron kang naisi-anunsyo or let them know how they can get in touch with you, or baka may nakalimutan ka idagdag doon sa topic natin tonight, no? Immigration and dishonesty, tax and dishonesty, no? So go right ahead, please.
Thanks, Tony. Just to say nga, look, 31 years later, I so still enjoy nga to being giving advice and seeing clients. It truly is a pleasure, and I continue to be absolutely passionate about it. And salamat po for joining us, no? Continuing to join us, and truly, I'm always honored. Salamat po. And hopefully, I can't promise I'll be here for the next 31 years, but I will certainly have a go. No? But if you have any questions po, itong details ko, cabatbat@douglas-simon.com. Telephone number po namin, 0203-375-0555. Kung mag-email kayo sa akin, can you just put in the subject, please, yung immigration corner, no? Otherwise, usually, binubuksan ko after office hours. Pagka sinarado ko yun, I will never find it again. And the only way I find it is I then search for the subject, which is immigration corner, and then hopefully your details will then come up. And by all means, have a look at our website nga, where I post up-to-date articles, for example, or interesting updates nga. So ang website po namin, Douglas Simon. So it's www.douglas-simon.com. So but yeah, so it's otherwise thank you. Oh, one request, Tony, and Paula. Ito po email namin so website namin. Yung mga tao na na sumulat sa atin, but we've not got around to doing it to reading all of it, of course, dahil nga nagkakwentuhan tayo, no, Sonny. Mga tao sumulat sa atin with their what were you doing 31 years ago? It would be great if we can read them, next week, because I would be so interested. And of course, we haven't chosen. I think it should be your choice, for the bragging rights. So maybe we can do that for next week.
Wow. Yeah. Well. Yes, gawin ho natin yan, no? And 1992, attorney, that makes us, it's been a long time, 31 years. And also having the honor of being the first Filipino solicitor. Wow, imagine mo yan, that's an achievement. So it's been a long time. You've been helping our kababayans for a long, long time. And maybe the next, hopefully 31 years, no? Andyan ka pa. And in service of our kababayan, siyempre, no? Like I said, I always say, hurdling the challenge or the parang your problems, no? Immigration problems, dilemma, whatever it is, hurdling that, no? Hurdling that is like winning the lottery, diba? Parang kasi you equate it to a new life, a prosperous life, or parang a good chance, a big chance, no? Opportunities, ganyan, no? Yan ang parang kinoconsider natin pag nailusot natin o nanalo tayo o naiayos natin yung ating immigration status, no, or situation. Kaya itong programa ho natin is very, very important. Napakahalaga ho. Immigration is a very important subject matter. Yan ho, lahat halos tayo, ako, lahat, maski isa ng mga Pinoy na nandito, merong touch of immigration yan eh. Be it a work permit route or be it a spouse, be it whatever it is, no, that would have an immigration or a tinge of immigration. Talagang kumbaga, makaka-relate kayo. So, attorney and I are here every Thursday. So, maraming salamat. Take advantage of it. And kung may mga questions so kayo, no, don't hesitate, no, to send us your questions. Gaya ng sinabi ni attorney, pag in-email niyo siya sa sa email niya, ilagay niyo Immigration Corner para nang sa ganun madaling hanapin. So I guess it's time for us to say goodbye, no? We'll see you again next week. So till then, ito po si Sonny LARAGAN nagsasabing thank you very much so sa inyong walang sawang pagsubaybay Well, sa ngalan na ni Attorney Lira Simon Cabatbat at ni Direk Pal, tayo po ay nagsasabing thank you very much sa inyong pagsubaybay. Kita-kita ho uli next Thursday. So till then, God bless, good night, and take care. Bye!